Alright guys, today we're going to be upgrading the dogbone mount and putting billet inserts in from 034 into our Mark 7.5 GTI, and these pieces will be going right here, and we'll be replacing that piece right there. The reason you would want to upgrade this like we are today is because the stock mount is super flimsy, and when you add a lot more power and when you start tuning it, you gain a lot more torque, and with more torque the rubber flexes and is not as stiff. So what this is going to do is it's going to stiffen up the mount without having to actually get a whole new mount. Now let's compare this piece with the stock piece. Now you can see it's a stamped piece of metal, and this is a billet piece, much thicker, much stronger, and we can see that this is going to be a lot stiffer. And 034 has a chart of noise vibration, and I'll put that on the screen. It'll add a little more inside the cabin, but it'll be a lot more stiffer and better feeling on the road when you're driving. We'll be tackling this piece first. One bolt, and that will connect this piece right here. Once we take that out, we'll disconnect these two bolts, and this should pull out, and then we'll be able to slide our inserts up in there. So 034 kindly provides OEM bolts. These are stretch bolts, one-time use only. So thank you 034 for supplying these. Now tools you will need: torque wrench, breaker bar, because if you have not broken that dogbone mount bolt loose before, it's kind of tight, or it's pretty tight. And then you'll need a couple sockets that I'll get out right now. So we had a Black Forest Industries insert in here already that we took out, and that one was pretty good, but over time it cracked and it tore. So this is going to be a much better alternative in the long run, and it'll be a lot stiffer. And with these DSG cars, they're able to put the power down so easily and so fast that all that torque and transfer needs to be a lot tighter. So this is going to help with that. Okay, so now we're going to remove these two bolts, and that's an 18mm right here. And then once we get those off, we'll slide this out, and time to put our new parts on. So also, when you're taking these off and putting them back in, make sure you do them together and not one or the other, because you could strip these very easily. You do not want to do that. Got this crusty guy out. Okay, so you actually have to put it up this way. We put it in this way and it wasn't working, so it actually has to go up through this way. So what I did is I pushed this back with my hand so that it would slide up in. That seemed to work really good.
And check the alignment.
Still, oh yeah, we have a lot more room now. So what we were running into is this piece right here. So when we wanted to put this in, it was hitting that billet piece. So it was backwards. So this is the right way. Now it's seated up in there. And it's tight. So if you didn't happen to take note of the bolts you pulled out. You're going to want to put the longest one in the thicker piece of the aluminum, just like that, and the short one in the rear. And we'll go ahead and slide this up in first. Alright, so for this big bolt right here, we're going to be doing 96 foot-pounds plus an additional 90-degree turn. And these were 36?
37 plus 90 degrees.
37 plus 90 degrees.
That's foot-pounds.
Foot-pounds, yes.
And the reason that you go the 90 is because it is a stretch bolt, one-time use.
Okay, I want to start here and go to that jack stand. Oh, geez. Okay.
We'll do like another
quarter turn.
Quarter. Okay.
Okay, now we can do an additional 90, right? Yeah, that's fine. Good. So we noticed a little vibration coming into, starting the car. And a slow idle, like 1,000 RPM, we noticed it. But when you're driving consistent like this, you can't really feel any vibrations. And the drivetrain feels a lot more tighter. And we'll do a little second gear 30 hit right here. Oh, that does feel a lot tighter. Usually second gear will chirp a little bit. This feels super planted and it just goes. It's hard to say how much of a change it really made, but I think it did.
It'll be noticeable.
We'll experiment a little. We'll do a first gear traction control off rev. Oh, that feels way better. Alright guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you found this helpful or you found something that you didn't know, drop a comment down below. And if you saw something that we did wrong or you just want to help the community out, go ahead and comment that too. I will see you guys in the next video, and it'll probably have to do with this car, or this car. So I hope everyone's having a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.